This is the Hinowa 1570. Before using the machine, make yourself familiar with the operating and maintenance manual. Read thoroughly and understand. Check all decals and the manufacturer's data plate. Before use, start checking the machine is safe to use. Walk around the machine checking all hoses, cables, structural pins, welds, etc., and go around the machine fully until you are happy it's safe to use. Now turn the machine on by turning the key at the base controls, then cycling the emergency stop on the remote control until you see the standard icons. Start the machine on the remote control and test the forward and reverse functions using the red joystick levers, making sure the area is clear and safe. Now let's lower the outriggers by using the auto down button to bring the outriggers almost to the ground. When they're near the ground, stop to place the outrigger pads. Once you've placed the outrigger pads, press the auto down button again on the remote and place all the outriggers firmly on the pads until you see the OK in the screen, at which point the LED lights will be flashing on the outriggers. To test the ground controls, lift up the cover at the ground. First, let's test the emergency stop button by pushing it and pressing the start button. No engine should start. Now pull out the emergency stop and we're ready to start the engine and test the ground controls. Twist selector switch to the right and hold whilst moving the black function levers to check all functions work from the ground, leaving the booms up slightly, ready to test emergency lowering functions. Now with an assistant, place the handle in the hand pump, making sure the selector lever is fully to the left to the picture of the boom. Whilst one person pumps the handle up and down, the other person holds the red lever up on the valve block and the black lever for the desired direction and function. Make sure you test all functions. Instructions are also found on the decal under the cover. Now enter the cage and place the remote control in the holder. Fully push to the right and lock with the lock on the left-hand side. Connect your harness lanyard. Now test the emergency stop by pushing, then attempting to start the engine. No engine should start. Twist to pull out the emergency stop and start the engine on the start button. Then test that all boom functions work in all directions. Now you're ready to work. When closing the machine, make sure you fully line up the yellow arrows and have all booms fully closed. If you attempt to lift outriggers up and the booms are not closed, you'll see the machine closed icon, similar to a square box with arrows on the screen. To raise the outriggers, press the auto rigger up button and hold whilst all outriggers lift automatically. To raise the jib with the outriggers up, you must remove the cage. Should you attempt to do this with the cage on, an icon will show in the screen, warning this is not possible. With the aid of an assistant, unscrew basket retaining caps and lift the basket off its support. It has wheels to assist moving it on the ground. To shorten the machine, it's also possible to lift the support up and lock. Now it's possible to lift the jib and drive if required. You can also lower the machine from the basket by pressing the emergency lower button number 4 and pulling back the desired boom joystick at the same time, remembering to look below for obstructions. If you store the outrigger pads in the cage and attempt to lower or raise the outriggers, you'll see this icon. Remove the outrigger pads and re-attempt the outrigger function. To change the speed of the machine, push button number 5. Each time you press, the speed will change. Button number 5 and 6 will sound the horn to attract attention should you need it. Should you need to take the machine through a narrow restriction, press the track narrow button to retract the tracks. When you finish for the day, remember to park the machine safely and remove the key.